I'm going to put a label on it. This is dumping contracts, man. I mean, isn't that what he's got to do? I'm sorry. That's what he's got to do. He's got to get rid of money.
There was a term in there he used about not being able to sign free agents if you're so-called rebuilding. But the money you're talking about, John, I think they're going to be hamstrung in a lot of different areas. How do you go out and spend money on free agents when you have this much money locked up on some aging players here?
Yeah, I think that's obviously the Giants are sort of that team that's caught in the middle. I mean, they've had a rough couple of years. I mean, it seems their 3 World Series are a distant memory. But I think this is a tremendous hire. Farhan Zaidi is a bright, young executive. And you talk to people that have been around him that are field people. I mean, it's not just that this guy's wizard smart. You talk to field people, they really respect this guy. He's a good listener. He understands what it is in the minor leagues. He understands what it is to be a manager. Look, he has an amazing opportunity here because the Giants are an iconic franchise. I mean, they have a great ballpark, they have a fan base, they have ownership, they have money. They also have, as we saw up there, they have some contractual issues that are almost insurmountable right now. So he's going to have a balancing act there. I don't think that this is going to be a rebuild over in San Francisco. I think they're going to try to compete. But at the same point, he's going to be charged with, if you will, sort of rebuilding that foundation through the draft, through international, through wise, opportunistic trades. They got a good one here. And on top of it, they were able to really hurt their arch rival in L.A. Farhan was a very important piece to that Dodger group.
A lot of people think Andrew Friedman was making the calls anyway. How impactful was Farhan Zaidi to the Los Angeles Dodgers first?
Well, you know, having sat there and competed with those people over the last 3 years, obviously Andrew runs it. Andrew is the guy, and they had really a two-headed team over there. I mean, Andrew is made the final calls, but Farhan is the guy that you dealt with most of the time when you talked to the Dodgers. He was the guy that was in there, if you will, sort of churning up the waters on the trades. He was the guy that went after the free agents. And I think as a team, they were phenomenal. And there is no doubt that Andrew relied on Farhan as they went to build this Dodger ball club.
It's pretty interesting, too, when you talked about the 3 World Championships, seems like last one was in 2014. That really wasn't that long ago, but they haven't played well. I mean, you're looking at a team that has not been good at all, and I think this situation is a great one because you are coming into a situation where I think we all think there's not a whole lot you can do with some of those guys. I mean, I think the club can go out there and can do certain things on the field, but I don't see how he can come in right now and jump the ship and say, you know what, I'm going to bring in so-and-so and I'm going to bring in so-and-so and pay him X amount of money, because some of these contracts, they're tight, and they're going to be hard to get rid of.
Yeah, I don't necessarily see them fishing in the big waters, but if you look at that roster, that's going to be tough to win with that roster, especially in that division. There could be some creative things, some opportunistic things that he's able to do, but I just don't see them going out and jumping into the big waters.